I have been waiting ages to do this video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be discussing one of my most favourite groups of all time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a video that I have been waiting to do because it's a video that is me speaking positively about something for once, and also it is a band or group, whatever you want to call them, that has influenced me. I would even say to do YouTube, like the whole character of General Jerry, the way I act, everything is down to this band. Their name is The Prodigy, and the goal of this video is for you guys to be introduced to them. If you haven't, if you've heard maybe their one or two songs, guys, please, you need to check out this band and group out. The Prodigy are I'm fanboying right now making this video. You can tell I'm actually looking forward to making this because we're going to get into their songs, we're going to get into how I was introduced to them, and, you know, hopefully this will be a gateway for you guys that maybe even, you know, Americans that might not be into this type of music to actually get into and to watch them and listen to them, because honestly, I fucking love this band. So, first and foremost, how the hell did I get involved and how did I end up being a fan of The Prodigy? Yes, ladies, oh, Jesus Christ. This all boils down to back in 2009 when I was a young whippersnapper. Oh, fucking hell, look at the state of me in that photo. But yeah, but you get the point. Back in 2009, I was a massive fan of The Prodigy, and one day I heard this song. It's an old man. I heard The Prodigy Omen. Now, those that know me personally will get this. A majority of you won't get this, but I used to play this song constantly. Like, you know, like, when, Peter Griffin plays this all the time?
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Oh my god, this is Surfing Bird by the Trashmen. This is my favorite song of all time. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird. But bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a word. Chris, don't you know about the bird? Make everybody knows that the bird is the word.
You get the point, okay? I was very obsessed with this song. I had it as my ringtone. I would play it every day. I still do. I'm not ashamed to say that. I play that song every day. Even the remixes of it. Like, I just listen to the song constantly. I don't know why, but The Prodigy have this ability of, like, you just be sitting there, like, calm, and then you just go, like, yes! Like, that's The Prodigy, because they are such a good band. And yeah, I was very obsessive over the Omen song. And then I checked out their album Invaders Must Die, and that is when I became a major fan of them. So I checked out their album, you know, and I heard songs from like Take Me to the Hospital, like obviously Omen, you know, Invaders Must Die, one of their songs, which is actually amazing. And then I heard like some of their older stuff, like I was one of the, I don't usually do that, but I decided, you know what, let's check out some of their older stuff, and some things sounded very familiar. And I heard Firestarter, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds familiar. And I remember when I was really young, I think it was like 10 or something like that there, and it was like Top of the Pops or something like that there, back when that was a thing. And I remember my dad was like, oh, that would be something that you would be into, son, huh? Because I was a bit of a mental case when I was a kid, in case you couldn't tell. And I love that song as well, and I was like, oh my god, that's the same people. That's the same people. So, like, always, like, I'm not gonna be one of these people that's like, oh, I've been a fan for them from day one. Like, Invaders Must Die reintroduced me to them, and honestly, it was just, like, listening to all their older songs, like, it is just truly amazing. And I'm gonna tell you a little funny story of what happened with me when I went to see them live. So, for those that, like, know me personally, they will probably know this. But for those that don't, I am not a fan of live music. Like, you know, people playing the guitar, it just gives me bad anxiety. But like, if there's a DJ playing, I'm fine, okay? I don't know what it is, I'm a fucking weirdo, I know, okay? But I decided, you know what, I'm going to see these people live. Now, before, I didn't see any, like, even now, I never see any live shows. Prodigy are the only ones that I would even remotely see. Because I just didn't really go to shows. You know, it is what it is. And the very first, like, they announced it, and I got on a bus. I was living in Crumlin at the time, and I got on a bus, and I got that bus on my own, went straight down. I told a few of my friends that I'm going to this. Like, you better go, like, are you guys gonna go with me? They're like, yeah, sure, yeah, you haven't been to a live event before, we'll go, whatever. So then I got on a bus, and I went straight down to the Odyssey Pavilion, as it's known as the SSE Arena, as it's known now. And I went down, and I was the very first person that got the ticket to Prodigy. I think it was like 2009 or 2010, and I got my ticket, and I paid for it, and I collected it. It's like a year in advance. Like, they weren't even gonna, like, be around. Like, I think it was like next year or something that they were gonna be there. But I was making sure that I got that ticket, and I got it. I got on the bus back home. I went back to Crumlin, and then I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And then on the day, I showed up, and a few of my friends pulled out due to, like, they just couldn't go. They just couldn't go. There was, like, just things happen, and I was outside the Odyssey Pavilion on my own, and I literally just said, you know what? I'm gonna go to see the Prodigy alone, and I don't care what happens. I have paid my ticket. I am not going to see any other bands. I am going to see the Prodigy on my own. So I walked into the Odyssey. Now, there was a few people that I knew that was there. Like, I bumped into them, into the crowd and stuff. But I went on my own. And I walked into the bar. I says, barman, get me 2 beers. Had 2 beers in each hand, and I just walked right in, and oh my god, it was just amazing. I know it's quite sad that I went on my own, but I didn't care. I was a fan of the Prodigy, and I walked out of it so happy, and I absolutely enjoyed it. And it was an amazing show, and from there, I, you know, just started listening to them religiously, and I was just such a major fan of them. And I just kept listening to them and listening to them, and a few years pass, and then they come out with a brand new song, which was this. Brand new album came out, and I immediately downloaded it, and I played the shit out of it, and I actually still, I love that album as well. And yeah, like a lot of you, one of my favorite songs from the album is this, and I just, it's probably my second favorite Prodigy song, to be honest. Those that probably seen some of my videos in the AWA, or I think it was the NWS, the AWA, that this used to be my theme song, and I just love the song. Some of the remixes are really, really good, and that's another thing that I want to touch on. Some of the remixes that have come out of the Prodigy are truly amazing. I would highly recommend that you go, like, YouTube search them to check them out. And obviously, you know, pay for it and stuff like that, and, you know, support them, because honestly, this band is, and this group is probably something that has, influenced me as a person. They've influenced the General Jerry character, they've influenced my YouTube career. I would say even if it wasn't for these guys, I could be very, very different on YouTube. So I have a lot to thank for the Prodigy, and I know they're probably not gonna see this, but like, I seriously, guys, seriously want to thank you, because you have probably changed my life as a whole, and I hope this little mini documentary series has shed some light for you guys, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend you guys to watch and to listen and to download on iTunes for the Prodigy and support them. And obviously with their new release that's coming out right now, definitely check it out. I've heard some good things right now. I've listened to some of their new songs, and I'm actually very pleased with their new album as well. Definitely support them, because these guys I honestly think that they deserve the support, and hopefully this video introduces some new fans to them. So guys, that's all I really gotta say right now. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out. And by the way, here's a small clip of their latest song right now. Make sure to check out their new album, it's actually really fucking good. You get the point. I really love that song.